Fresh meat.
Hi everyone, it's Mac here. Right, going to do a brief guide on how to kill the Butcher solo. Now before I even get started with any extra shizzle that he does, it's worth saying that you're going to need a fairly healthy chunk of either, well, I would recommend resistance to all. I'm currently running with somewhere in the region of 695, that's buffed fire resistance. So, and it really helps it, particularly towards the end of the fight. It will make the difference between you living or dying. So try and get as much resist to all as you can. If you're a class like a monk, for example, try and get the skill that allows you to kind of bump all of your resistances up to the highest one, or any kind of protective stuff. You're going to need to use it, and don't use it all at once if you've only got temporary ones. I'm playing a barbarian, so I've got one that just is like a buff and it sticks with me for about a minute, and I don't have to really worry about it too much. Anyway, that's something you definitely have to do. Make sure you got some health pots with you as well. There are 2 health cauldrons in the top left and top right of the screen, which you should put off using for as long as possible. They do respawn fairly quickly, so don't be afraid to use them, but you're going to have to kind of time it so you don't use them both one after the other. So you're going to have to try and remember that you need to move away from stuff. Now if you've seen the Nightmare in Hell video that I did on the Butcher, you'll know his basic abilities. The floor lights up, he does that beam there, and then followed by a charge. It's always followed by a charge, can be interrupted and stunned, but for safety's sake you might just want to move out of the way regardless of whether you're melee or ranged. As you can see, although I'm soloing at the moment, the kind of other character at the back is the Enchantress, and I'm using her because that means there's always DPS going on the boss, generally speaking, even if I'm having to move out of the way or whatever. Now a lot more of the floor is alight than on Nightmare on Hell, so you're going to have to be progressively quicker to move out of the way than you would have been on Nightmare in Hell. Before long you'll see that the entire floor lights up, hence the reason why you need the fire resistance, because you're going to be standing in it, and also why you don't get rid of your cooldowns too quickly. You don't use the health potions or health cauldrons too quickly. As long as possible, trying to avoid using that stuff. But this is the kind of perfect time where, look at the floor now, there's nowhere safe for me to go, so I'm going over, using a health cauldron, rushing back so I get a heal as soon as I charge him, because that's the ability that I've got. I'm going over to the next one, and there we go. Okay, we're on a little bit of a cooling off period here, still having to watch my health. I've not used a potion just yet, I don't think, so there goes the potion just to top me up, because the whole room's on fire now. Get out of the way of the charge. You always have to make sure that you're always watching what he's doing, because one of those charges can kill you. Now you see the cauldron's fill up again, so I can go back and DPS him, and the one on the right's respawn, so I've got that as an option while I'm waiting for my potions to cool down. And even with the resistance that I've got, it still hurts, as you can no doubt tell. You know, I'm below half health there, still having to pummel away. Now I'm a tanking barbarian, so my DPS isn't massively high, so it was a little bit longer than usual. I'm sure with some of the other specs and other classes this fight would be a lot quicker, but it is quite a bit of a panic towards the end. But just try and stay alive, make sure you're geared up well for those all resistances, and just pummel away and you'll do it. And there we go, he's dead. Anyway, good luck. I hope this helped you. Feel free to subscribe, like and comment and all that stuff. See you next time. Bye.